Hello everyone and welcome to Anupam Tech Talk. This is episode 11 of my engineering leadership series. In this series, I share one practical lesson from software engineering, software architecture, artificial intelligence, system design, and technology leadership. One lesson every day. Today's topic is one of that completely changed how I think about building software. What is difference between coding and software engineering? Let's talk about that. At first glance, they may seem like the same thing, but they are actually very different. Understanding that difference can transform not only how you build software, but also how you grow as a software engineer and eventually as a technology leader. Every software engineer begins by learning how to code. We learn programming languages, we solve problems, we implement features, we fix bugs. Those are the fundamental skills, and without them, we cannot build software. But after few years of experience, I realized that writing code is one part of software engineering. Code is simply a tool. The real objective is solving business problems in a reliable, maintainable, and scalable way. Let me explain with a simple example. Imagine two engineers are asked to build the same feature. Both complete the task successfully. The application works perfectly. From a user's perspective, there is no visible difference, but internally, the softwares are very different. One solution is easy to understand, well tested, modular, and designed for the future enhancement. The other was 2 days, but is tightly coupled, difficult to test, and hard to maintain. 6 months later, when the business requirements a new enhancement to it, one team spends a day implementing it, the other team spends 2 weeks trying to understand the existing code. That's the difference between coding and engineering. Engineering is thinking about tomorrow and building today. Imagine you are building a mobile banking application. A customer transfer money from one account to another account. Writing code that completes the transaction is only the beginning. A software engineer starts asking deeper questions. What happens if the network connections drops halfway through? What is what if the customer accidentally taps the transfer button twice? How do we prevent duplicate transactions? How do we protect sensitive financial information? How do we monitor failure in the production? Can this design support millions of users in future? These questions go beyond coding. They are engineering questions. They help create software that users can trust. One lesson I have learned throughout my career is that great engineers don't measure success by the number of lines of code they write. They measure success by the value they create. Technology leaders think beyond implementation. They consider the customer experience. They think about scalability, they think about long term maintenance, and they make decisions that help both engineering teams and the business succeed. Here is today's leadership takeaway. The next time you're asked to implement a feature, don't do not start by asking, how should I write this code? Instead, ask yourself, how can I build this so that it's easy to maintain, reliable, scalable, valuable for the business? That small change in the mindset is what transforms coding into engineering. Thank you for watching episode 11 of the Engineering Leadership series on Anupam Tech Talk. I would love to hear your perspective. Do you think coding and software engineering are the same, or do you see a clear difference? Share your thoughts in the comments. If you found today's lesson valuable, consider subscribing and following this journey as we continue exploring software engineering, architecture, artificial intelligence, system design, and technology leadership. Until next time, one lesson every day, better engineering, better leadership.